It away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner, and now not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And when this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cardinals' 31-yard line.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and goal from the 1. Now Watson going to sneak it. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
The final shot before the break, Watson. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Juju Smith-Schuster
In the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you.
One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Take it and return out to the 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And Charles, this is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
A handoff running left is Dobbins.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On second and very short, Watson rolling to his right, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, 49ers. Josh Jacobs, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lance. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Well, he's got one of the strongest arms in the league. Some people may say the strongest, but that can also have a downside occasionally, and here he's intercepted.
Yeah, when we talk about strong arms, being able to throw it deep downfield doesn't necessarily take the strongest. It takes more of the timing type of a quarterback. And it's great to be able to take your shot, but when it hangs up there just a bit too long, you put it in jeopardy. And in this case, it was intercepted.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now it's Watson. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. To throw is Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now left side on the swing pass. Touchdown 49ers. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game.
And the Niners continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Airing this one out for Evans. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
One more time with Dobbins.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tyler Higbee. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Patterson now for the extra point.
And and they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Niners 33.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Watson's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. Second down and 3.
And Watson's going to throw it here. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Well, they run with Jacobs on first down, and he'll take this forward for about 5.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it is, but especially in the